In a way, we're lucky. It's January 28th, and we've made it this far without any major frigid cold
Oh,
air.
do you want me to throw a wet blanket on that in a hurry?
Well, I knew you would.
Yeah, think back to 2015.
Yeah.
When we were incredibly warm December, January, into the first 2 weeks of February, then we have the 3 worst weeks you can imagine.
I think I blocked that out.
That was then, this is now.
This is now. All righty, let's go and talk about what we've got in front of us for tonight into tomorrow and beyond. And we are talking about an air mass nationally that is really amazing. For us, we're getting a glancing shot from it. Clouds will be around in the morning, temperatures mid-teens, there'll be a few flurries, wind chills will be down around 0. We're just in the low 20s at lunch, cold and breezy, wind chills in the single digits. And mid-20s the best we can hope for tomorrow. That is the best, with temperatures running about 30 degrees below where they were today. Welcome back to Winter Reality. Tonight, a little bit of a race going on. We've got limited moisture available, which is beginning to try and push off to the east. We've got cold air coming in from behind, and the cold air is trying to catch up to the moisture. Where it does, we get a brief little changeover to some freezing rain, a little sleet, and eventually to snow. Kylan Mills is out driving right now on I-64, and then she's got some sleet going on right now on I-64 between Frankfort and Lexington, more toward the northern part of Woodford County. So that's what's out there for us now. Tonight is the first front. It's a polar front. It's just a cold front, changing the rain to snow, and for most of us that snow change will be fairly brief. Tomorrow night, the second front arrives. That's Arctic air, and it is pure Arctic air. It is an amazingly cold air mass, which we'll be just on the edge of. In the 8-day, we're calling it the slosh effect, where we are going from the extremes of cold, we're going to slosh it right back the other way, and here comes the warmth as we look toward Groundhog Day and beyond. Think of it like carrying a bucket of water. You stop suddenly, it sloshes. Well, that's kind of the same idea with these cold air masses. So here comes the slosh in. We're looking at wind chill here. We're starting you tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock. Our wind chills are hovering around 0. You can see the bitter cold upstream. We were this cold, the 25 below 0 wind chills back in 2015. Up there to the north, that's where it just gets silly, more than any other way to describe it. You see our temperatures, wind chills stay in the single digits throughout the day tomorrow. We're going to the 50s and 60s below. Where you see that green patch in here, the red surrounding it, that's essentially where the cold has broken the model, because the model, or at least our color coding on it, doesn't go that cold, so it just went, okay, we're done. And we just aren't going to show anything there. And so again, you got a chance to see all that. And again, we'll show everything one more time here, because I want to show you just how cold that is going to end up getting for us. And so again, we run into Tuesday and Wednesday morning. Our coldest ends up being Wednesday morning. We're seeing our wind chills running in the 15 below 0 range and beyond. Mid 50 to mid 60 below 0 readings just to our north and west. So again, this cold snap is indeed epic. Where it's coming from? There's your source region up there. It's west of Hudson Bay, northwest of Hudson Bay, where you're seeing temperatures, air temperatures running 40 below. The 0-degree isotherm is now into Iowa. By the time we get you to tomorrow morning, that's stabbing down into northern Illinois. For us, we will see that cold air continue to advance as we work from Wednesday into Thursday. You also notice that bright blue into the purple, 20 to 30 below air temperatures from Chicago all the way up through Iowa and Minnesota, and it doesn't warm up much at all, even into the middle of the week and beyond. And it is indeed the polar vortex that's dropping southward. We don't want to make it a cliche, but that's truly what it is. And this is the real deal, coming all the way down from the North Pole. But again, it's just a glancing blow for us. Turns belly up as we go into the weekend. That allows a warm-up to come our way. Not a warm-up tonight. Here comes the cold. We're seeing those temperatures already dropping quickly. Still mid-40s eastern Kentucky, down to 34 in Lexington, 31 in Frankfort. And again, west wind at 16. You've got a wind chill now down to 24. The snow is not that big a deal out of all this. A trace, which means you'll see some snowflakes fly to maybe an inch in 1 or 2 places, but slick spots are still possible. Higher elevations could get 2 or 3 inches by the time this all wraps up. So again, it's not an epic snow, but the cold is something to talk about. Our threat index is a 1. 17 for the low tonight as the rain does change briefly to snow. A few snow showers early. Otherwise, we're looking at a cold day tomorrow. Highs in the mid-20s, then it's mid-teens on Wednesday with a wind chill advisory, maybe below 0 Thursday morning, and we warm up in time for Groundhog Day.